two very critical nails. These are, I'm shooting 1.25 inch. Hitachi 18 gauge. They seem to work fine. Pick up a nice little cheap, I got this thing on sale, Harbor Freight, $15. Yeah, you don't need to go to the B supplies place and spend 200 and some friggin' dollars going crazy. Yeah, so I've shot 1, 2. Actually, I ran out of a staple right there. Let's hit that again. Nail, rather. Yeah, those are critical. A lot of guys don't put them in. And if you buy them assembled frames, I've got one right here. If you buy them pre-assembled from Man Lake, look what they do for you. Bada bing. They're using staples, which is fine. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about them, they don't put enough wax on these. So what you're going to do here, here's a completed one. I was doing 4 strings because you've got 4 holes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I said, no, we don't need to waste all that twine string. When they pick up on this string here, it's easily run down. Okay, now I want to show you a little something here. This is a Steve-O invent here. You may like this. You may not. I don't know. Let me get this bottom bar and I'll show you what I'm doing. Yeah, as you do little projects, you know, you're going, after a while, you're going, why am I doing it that way? What is wrong with me? Do I need my head examined? I put 2 on this one, 2 on the bottom. Some guys just put 1. If you're doing staples, like Man Lake, 1's plenty. They shoot 1 only in the top bar. These little 18 gauge things are just so cheap, it's ridiculous. Now here's my little trick I want to show you. I just kind of invented this little deal here. 1/8 drill, right here, bada bing. Come over here, get another one right down here by the top of the slot here. Okay, now what am I going to do? I'm going to come over here and get, what do I got here? Oh, dental floss threader, right? Stick that puppy in that hole right there. I got to get this toe line through. Put it through the flosser. It's like so. Pull it through. Come down here. Put her in the hole. Stick your toe string through it. Pull it through. Like so. Put this in your mouth so you don't lose it. Take it out of the vise. Pull it back. Hold it down like this. Take your T50. Bam. Bring it back up. T50 it again. Take your upholstery hammer. Tighten her up. Now you see where she's going? She's going right there on top, perfectly. Right there on top. Put a little tension on it. You don't need much because there's no stretch to this toe at all. Not like a mono. It's got stretch. This toe don't stretch at all. Tighten these staples up a bit. Cut her off. I'm trying to get it in the camera shot for you. Okay. That's that. Now come up here, get in your wax. Painter on. Hold it right over your pot like this. Any drippage goes right down. That's that. Now you see she's sticking up real nice. I was cutting 3 lines and shoving in that crack, and I said, man, I'm just eating all kind of string here. That's ridiculous. I did several over there like that. And I also ran all 4 lines. And I said, no, that's flipping crazy too. You only need 2 of them. You don't want to get too flipping crazy, guys, on this stuff. All right. Now we're going to come in here with a little 18 gauge. 1 inch by 18. I think these are 1 inch. This happens to be 20-pound fluorocarbon, by the way. I've heard of guys use an 8-pound test, but I like this 20-pound. I buy a lot of it because that's what my main line I fish with. And I fish with fluorocarbon. I fish with fluorocarbon because it's invisible underwater. And I use 20-pound and 30-pound. So that's why I'm using this material. I have lots of it. Done frame, guys, done frame. And the beauty of this is this. When you buy these things by the 100, okay, here's your beehive. Say this is your beehive, right? Let's just say, for instance, this is the wall of the beehive over here. This is just the wall. Put one of these next to the wall, put one of these up here like this, full sheets. Or if you're dropping them in, always drop these in between full sheets. So when you're just starting out, say buy, you know, depending on how serious you want to get, in the bee business, you know, you start buying 100 with plasticell and 100 plain. You assemble jobbies. I got 100 here, okay? So what you do is you buy, they come out 95 cents a piece. 95 cents a frame, just like this. And then you put your string in here. You don't have to buy any foundation, all that. You put 2 strings in it, like you see here. And you got your, you know, your banjo. I'm sorry about that, Bert. I'm sorry. Oh. Hey, Bert, in my next life, can we go bow hunting? No pig squealing, Bert. Rest in peace, Bert, okay? Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, you've got your banjo here and your complete frame ready to go in. Just keep in mind, you just can't load the hive up with these things. What'll happen, the bees will just get all crazy. They'll make a wobbled out mess here. And but if you put it in between, like if you had the side of your, say this is the side of your hive, inside of your hive, you could put one of these up against the wall, one of these, another string frame, then another foundation, and so on. Or you can put this foundation against the wall, drop this one in, and so forth. Very slick, guys. Save yourself a lot of money. And this is a kind of project you do in the wintertime. You're eyeball deep in snow, but you're not going to have that problem in Florida. when you come to Florida, when you retire and come to Florida, you're going to be working bees all year long, okay? So, I know the guys up in Canada now, they're just getting their bees out of the shed and getting them out, but as you know, we've been doing this since, we've been doing bees now since February, so no rest for the wicked, which is good. Alright guys, quickie vid, just thought I'd show you this on deep frames. We got just a few going here already. I won't need any of these probably for 2 weeks, and then I'm going to start utilizing these things. By then, in 2 weeks time, I'll have all these done. I'm just doing it slowly. Granted, you can get the box, get a box, assembly box, and just shoot these things up. Back in the day when I was doing commercial bee, I'd get like 5 guys, we'd get together, and we had a boxes set up. They were about 3 feet long. We'd load them up with end bars, side by side like this, a box. And what we had, a box that was the same as the inside of this frame here, okay? And the box, just a rectangular box, about 3 foot long, and we'd load this puppy up. But what we had on the outside of that box, and the box was only about this high, okay, only about this high. So on the outside I had like a 4, I think it was a 4-inch 1x4, and it had a bungee on each end, bungee cord on each end. So you put the bungee cord over, that was your clamp, and you put one at each end. So you had one at each end like so, with a bungee, with a board and the bungee cord on the outside. That works good. Then you load up all these side by side. Then you got another guy, we had 2 of these set up, and we got a guy assembling and one guy shooting nails and shooting staples, and we would just go like crazy. You guys wouldn't believe how many frames you can knock out, but I'm in no hurry, okay? So we're just gonna go slow and get her done, and I'll see you guys on the next vid. Be happy. Matter of fact, I'll see you in the morning. We're gonna put some cells in the hives. See ya.